A blind man stopped an officer and said that the officer would die accidentally today. The officer didn't believe his words and hurried away. However, after the blind man touched the officer's hand, he told all the bad things the officer had done recently. The officer was very surprised and began to believe his words. Immediately after, the officer took out money and asked the blind man to tell him the solution. The blind man told the officer that if he wanted to break the curse of accidental death, he must go to the alley ahead to find a woman. The officer immediately went to look for her and found that a woman really appeared there. The woman deliberately sprayed perfume on herself, and the officer, who smelled the fragrance, followed her into a house. However, the woman sneaked away after going upstairs. When the officer heard a woman's voice in the room, he was overjoyed and thought it was the woman. Unexpectedly, when the officer pushed open the door, he only saw a gramophone and triggered a mechanism at the same time. Immediately after, a pistol on the table pulled the trigger, and the officer was shot dead on the spot. It turned out that all this was an elaborate chain of schemes planned by a man. He did this to avenge his wife.